Hello and welcome to the show. This is Rose-Colored Classist, the first comedy podcast by a libertarian fascist, a guy who really cares about his taxes and is wearing some dumb fucking glasses. Oh yeah, my name is Kyle Roderick Ridley. I'm a comedian, a process server. I got the legalese that'll make you weak in the knees. My mind is sharp and the world so dull. I believe in aliens, who I think are Jesus. I know about the oligarchy, the royalty. I believe someone is out there trying to take control of me. Oh yeah, man, I'm here today, Sunday, I'm here to give you a few turns of phrase. Take the news and be brave. Hopefully expand the genre and gain some good karma. Oh yeah, I'm talking like this, a little George Carlin-esque, but fuck poetry. Let's be stylish. Oh yeah, it's episode 75, and I hope you're doing well. I hope you're feeling good. You feeling good? Everyone here feeling good? Feeling good? Everyone I hope you're feeling good, guys. Yeah, it's really all about your feelings nowadays, by the way. Okay, the world, life, your internal, perhaps eternal feelings. That's what's important, okay? You know, you gotta feel good. You got to feel good, all right? Your feelings decide what happens in the world, okay? Real impact. You do things that make you feel good, reverberating effect. You do things that make you feel bad, reverberating effect. You do things that feel good, but you know are bad, well, you might become in charge of the goddamn world. Oh yeah, man, your position in life, how it's going, all right? It's really just about how you feel, okay? And I would like to report today that hedonism does not work, okay? I have done the research. Hedonism does not work. For me, probably you too. Hedonism only works if your conscience wants it to, all right? Yeah, you can do the shit. You can be the bad guy. You can have the fun. And the biggest obstacle is yourself. No one's out there to stop you. Only you, man. Yeah, look, if you can be happy doing all the things that make you feel good, all right, first, tell me how. And no, that's it. No, please just tell me how. Tell me how, because I do things that feel good and things go real bad, man. No, it's a tough spot we're in nowadays, you know, because you're supposed to do things that make you feel good, elate you, make you happy, you know, feel like it's defining your purpose. And typically, those things are looked down upon, okay? People don't like it. And you look at people really achieving right now, the most successful, and they seem like the worst people, okay? I mean, and I hear it feels good to be bad. That's the thing, all right? I don't know if you've ever killed or violated anyone before, but I know for a fact that, you know, it's pleasurable, all right? And I don't have any personal experience. I'm just speaking from my observing the media and the culture and about 9 seasons of the show Dexter. Okay, I hear it's pretty satisfying to hurt people, to make others feel terrible. And I don't know, man. When you look at all of it, it's a tough spot. I mean, I'm begging people not to do this shit. Please. Satanists, oligarchs, pedos, please stop having so much fun. Stop feeling good just for a second. Please, let me ignite your conscience and beg you not to be bad. There are a lot of people out there right now begging you not to be such huge pieces of shit. Hedonistic pieces of shit with no conscience. I'm begging you, man. The whole world is. I swear, every podcast right now is like a hostage tape to the oligarchs. We're just out there begging for our lives, you know, begging the people of America to come and save us. I swear, these pods, they sound like some lost tape from a survivor from an alien planet. You know, like the message comes down from, you know, thousands of years ago, and this guy is lost and been lost. It's like we've crash landed, found a camera, and this guy is doing a nice walk and talk selfie video. Just out there like, yes, I've been 75 episodes here on Earth, Everyone in charge is a pedophile. Society, vicious. I've been lost in the internet for 22 years. Monsters all around. Deviants. Cats. I don't know how much longer I can survive. Little food. Little sustenance. The men, they keep trying to trick me, saying they're a girl. It's diabolical. The girls, nonstop seduction, trying to take my valuables. I have been incriminated in multiple sexual perversions. Bad takes. I've watched a lot of anime. Please, let my parents never find out what happened here. Send help. Yeah, don't know what's going on at all. It's pretty embarrassing what's happening on Earth. I think a lot of us are trying to escape. What? ICE shot another person? Yeah, the guy ICE shot, he's Peretti dead. That's a joke. Alex Peretti, the name of an ICU nurse who was shot by ICE. Or, whatever facts are important for the PSYOP. I mean, look, I watched the video, and again, I did a great bit about this a few weeks ago about protesting, and I'm glad that I get another crack at it. No, guys, it's hard to write topical comedy because, it goes away so quick, but I'm happy to say that I get another shot. Write the topical comedy. Shit keeps repeating itself. I got another chance to do the bit. Let's see if I can go with it. Now, this is all going to be new. No rehashing. I know that every time I do this podcast is to a brand new audience, but here, no, I'm gonna start original, right? This guy. I don't know if you've seen the videos, so many videos, and this guy, he brought a gun to an ice fight. He brought a gun to an ice fight. You bring a gun to a peaceful protest? What's going on here? This guy trying to have some sort of Black Panther party? I mean, you watch the video of him getting blown away for no fucking reason, and it's like, he was still struggling on the ground, wasn't he? Anyone ever heard of playing possum? Going limp? I mean, this man was met with overwhelming force, and he's still trying to struggle? He's not just losing control of his whole body and just begging for his life? What is going on? He has a gun. What are we doing here? He had a gun. Look, if you're going to go to a protest with a gun, get on a rooftop like you're supposed to. Get on a rooftop. That's where you're supposed to go with the gun. No, he brought a gun to a protest, and he never fired it. He got shot. I mean, what kind of shit Western is this? Bad job. No, you bring a gun, you yourself should at least not die, okay? And if you do die, you better have killed a few people. You brought a gun, you never fired it, you weren't going to use it. Come on, this is ridiculous. Obviously, a false flag. Obviously, this is just to distract from the Epstein files, which this pod will go over a few today. I mean, guys, look, you want to fight fascism, the oligarchy, whatever fucked up funding this stupid organization have. I mean, look, think about becoming a lawyer, a spy, get on the gun range, learn jujitsu, think long term, okay? You going to go out in the street for what? A photo op? You go out in the street so the enemy knows you're active and fighting them? You're trying to make yourself available to get pepper sprayed? It's like, hey, I understand you guys would like to physically harm me. Let me go outside and walk directly to you. All right, look, we all know ICE are a bunch of jackboot thugs. They know they're a bunch of jackboot thugs. What are you trying to prove here? Gosh, I mean, look. I mean, sure, you went outside, which I always say is an accomplishment. I mean, it's hard to go outside. Going outside, yeah, awesome. But here's the question. Where are you going? All right? Are you going to go to City Hall? Are you going to go over to the DUHvos building over in Little Tokyo here in beautiful Southern California? It looks like you're just standing outside of a bunch of restaurants like you usually do. All right? What, you're blocking the highway to slow commerce. Sorry, no one gives a fuck about trucking. All right, you think the Satanist, oligarchical pedophiles give a shit about the fucking freeway? No. They take fucking boats and planes. You're upsetting the wrong people here. No idea what you're trying to accomplish. And yes, you have the right to do this. You're exercising your First Amendment right, which if I asked you, you'd probably say you were exercising your freedom of speech, but actually you're exercising your freedom of assembly, which is still the First Amendment, but it's a little different. And I'll just be real. I don't think the assembly's working. Does anyone even like an assembly? Assembly always sucked in school, okay? I don't know why we're trying to assemble. And I don't think it does anything, because unless it's Avengers Assemble, I don't think we're going to win shit, all right? Can't fight nobody. I talked about this last week. The military is incomprehensible. I don't know if victory is possible. I mean, if anything, you're supposed to march, all right? You're supposed to go to the march, not the protest. Go on a march to a place with a guy, all right, who speaks to the other guy in charge, and maybe, figure something out in the moment. But what you're doing right now, standing on fucking Sunset Boulevard, telling people to honk, throwing up a sign that says crush ice. Literally, guys, not doing anything except giving people an opportunity to hurt you. Are you trying to change public opinion? Who's left, brother? Who's left? Whose opinion needs to be changed at this moment? Who is left who hasn't clearly made up their mind about all of these issues? I don't think there's anybody. All right? I think we've all decided what we think. Whether or not to act, that's the question. I mean, sure. You want to exercise your rights so you don't lose them. But I don't know if, you've noticed, but I don't think that's what it does it. All right. I don't even know if we have rights. Honestly, I think a lot of them ended around the invention of the machine gun. All right. Maybe the tank, the nuclear weapon. Yeah. I don't know. Whenever they figured out how to do an effective psyop, your rights mattered a lot less. A lot less. Now, I think what you guys really need, and I'm here to help, because I don't protest. I don't believe in it. I mean, most of them get co-opted, infiltrated, used as a cudgel for both sides that doesn't really do anything and keeps the status quo as it is. I think if you really want to protest, if you really want to do something about this government, what you need to do is find and support leaders who can physically defend themselves, who have a real vision and actual power base, who are of a good standing, seem honest, and what you got to do is support those people. And then when it comes to the election, make sure it's free, fair, with real turnout. And that's it. That's all there is. That's all there is, guys. I don't yell it on the street. I don't know if it's it. All right. Talk to your congressman. Maybe protest outside the congressman's building. This is what I really believe. Make popular internet content. Yeah, make popular internet content. Try and get $1 so you can actually, do the thing that the only thing works with politicians. Money. Pay them to be good. Anyone ever think of that? Yeah, guys, create a close-knit network of people you trust and work to take control of institutions. Again, I don't know if you've noticed, we are under the thumb of overwhelming power to an insane, incomprehensible level. All right, the only weapons we have left are deception and infiltration. Yeah, baby, it's a Cold War outside, and get real. Okay, the global order is your enemy. All right, you want to stop specific immigrants from getting captured? Hide them yourself. All right. Because, this is a micro problem in a fucking huge world. All right. Talk about the global order. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but, we have chaos here at home and abroad. These guys, we're all losing our mind everywhere. Who gives a fuck? Yeah, we had a really important speech over at DUHvos, the WEF, the WWEF. Yeah, the whole world is kayfabe, let me tell you. You want to believe somebody? Yeah, the whole thing's a psyop. Everything is fucking, fake. And and gay. We're going to do Candace today. Again, never stop with the Candace. We're doing the important work. Yeah, but first I want to show this speech. A lot of people are covering it. It's a speech by the new sweet Canadian Prime Minister, a hot central banker, a little Epstein-connected guy. Find him with Ghislaine at the parties. Mark Carney is the guy's name. Yeah, you heard that name. What a fun name. The Carney is a mark. This fool is a target at the circus. Yep, here to say something about the international order. Yeah, watch this fucking, fake cutout, vat-grown motherfucker, huh?
We're reminded that we live in an era of great power rivalry, that the rules-based order is fading, that the strong can do what they can and the weak must suffer what they must. And this aphorism of Thucydides is presented as inevitable, as the natural logic of international relations reasserting itself. And faced with this logic, there is a strong tendency for countries to go along to get along, to accommodate, to avoid trouble, to hope that compliance will buy safety. The system's power comes not from its truth, but from everyone's willingness to perform as if it were true. And its fragility comes from the same source. When even one person stops performing, the illusion begins to crack. For decades, countries like Canada prospered under what we called the rules-based international order. We joined its institutions, we praised its principles, we benefited from its predictability. And because of that, we could pursue values-based foreign policies under its protection. We knew the story of the international rules-based order was partially false, that the strongest would exempt themselves when convenient, that trade rules were enforced asymmetrically. And we knew that international law applied with varying rigor depending on the identity of the accused or the victim. This fiction was useful, and American hegemony in particular helped provide public goods, open sea lanes, a stable financial system, collective security, and support for frameworks for resolving disputes. So we placed the sign in the window. We participated in the rituals, and we largely avoided calling out the gaps between rhetoric and reality. This bargain no longer works. Let me be direct. We are in the midst of a rupture, not a transition. Over the past 2 decades, a series of crises in finance, health, energy, and geopolitics have laid bare the risks of extreme global integration. But more recently, great powers have begun using economic integration as weapons. Tariffs as leverage, financial infrastructure as coercion, supply chains as vulnerabilities to be exploited. You cannot live within the lie of mutual benefit through integration when integration becomes the source of your subordination.
Speech over at the WETF, the boys at DUHvos. DUHvos. I like that. Yeah, the elites that we should delete. Try and talk it out. It's beautiful. It's sad, really. Yeah, I mean, and this one's probably the saddest speech they've ever given. It's all falling apart. Oh, no. Yeah, I mean, usually they just talk about fucking us. Usually they just talk about screwing over the entire world, but this time, I mean, they're talking about fucking each other. And they probably do, right? Those sick fucking fucks. That goddamn Canadian minister saying, we participated in the rituals. Yeah, which ones? What kind of rituals? I'm sure they were gross. Yeah, I'm sure that fucking whole festival, whatever they call it, I'm sure they got STD statistics that best the Olympics. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's a dirty, dirty place. But the content of the speech, he doesn't say anything in particular, and I wonder why, but it's all falling apart because of Epstein. All right, yeah, the unfair, unjust, the clearly made up, rules-based order. It's tearing them apart. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's nice for him to, realize and verbalize everything the regular populace has been saying since 2008. It's nice for him to finally fucking get it. More like 2004, we've been saying this shit. Actually, now that I think about it, 2001. Probably when the Cold War ended. Actually, when was Jimmy Carter president? I think it was when we got off the gold standard that they should have had this conversation. Yeah, I mean, none of this is new. Whatever he's talking about, the whole sentiment, good job for realizing it. But I think 50 years too late, motherfucker. Yeah, I mean, and we see why, right? He's this Canadian guy talking about the middle powers prospering. The middle powers prospering over a nice lie. Yeah, he's just up there going, yeah, we were all liars, and it was awesome. We were lying all the time, and we benefited. What a good bargain. Yep, a bargain where we lie. And he's sad. He said, oh, lying doesn't work anymore. Lying doesn't work anymore. It's really bumming us out. Yeah, I don't know. It is complicated, though. And depends on, what angle you're talking about. I do believe that this central banking Epstein guy, probably knows more than he's letting on. I hope he paints a full picture, but, I doubt it. And it is interesting, when we think about America and whatever, lies we've been living under. And, he says that America was the world hegemon. And hegemon, that's a great word. Hegemon is actually not a Japanese cartoon. It's a word with a real meaning. Yeah. Yeah, it's we got there. We got there being the hegemon by the rules-based order, but he admits, America's only been successful because we were making everyone else play by it. Doing whatever the fuck we want. Making them hold and trade the petrodollar. We were out there producing violence when convenient. We have these, tentacles out there, the CIA, FBI, the government-subsidized billionaires doing whatever they want. Yeah, the order, whatever it was, even when we did play in it. Yeah, it was just an organization to our own particular advantage. Never meant nothing. Never meant nothing. And, it's nice for them to say it. And yeah, I guess you were benefiting, but maybe you're not anymore. All these beautiful countries out there. I'm getting frazzled by it. They're out there talking about their sovereignty. Yeah, I'm not here to get caught up on the idea of a nation state. It has a lot of value, sure, to normal people. But again, whatever he's referencing, it's either missing the picture or just not addressing it. They have the nation state, but there's this whole class above. What do we call them? The Epstein class. All right, they're hovering above the nation state, controlling them, using them as like shell corporations to hide their actions. And then there's this role, that this Canadian minister has in whatever fake game they're playing. There's Trump's role, out there afraid for his fucking life. They're going to blow his brains out if he doesn't act right. And, perhaps they're acting genuinely, reacting honestly. But, obviously they don't know the whole plan. Maybe they work with these guys. Maybe they work for these guys. But obviously, they're not on the true inside. Yeah, their job is just to operate the countries, the groups, perhaps at the behest of some secret sect, the hyper-powerful, the group of people that we do not know enough about. Again, I'm not here to go crazy, talk about, the 13 bloodlines, the alien religious secret plot. I don't want to talk all day about how the devil's real, God is real, and they both got a lot of plans that are likely, decided eons ago. We're all fucking Calvinists now. Predetermined outcomes. When you look at the whole festival, whatever goes on at fucking Davos, whatever particular line they go on about with the nation state, it's an obvious front. All right, it's just a front. He's talking about a lie, and, the whole lie isn't done yet. All right, it's not the whole picture. It's not the whole story. And, I think he's a guy to know. We really, they voted for him, but we're going to need a little more information about how it all works. God, even this is their event. This is what they put out. The propaganda at its best. And you're trying to get any real kind of information. It's like pulling teeth. It's like pulling teeth. And on that note, let's look at this picture from the Epstein files. It's a dentist chair. Okay, it's a dentist chair. inside of Epstein's New York mansion. A dentist chair with a bunch of masks hanging on the walls. The fuck is this shit? What the fuck is going on here? Who are these people? Who are these masks? What are they? Former victims? Former associates? Look, man, I fed these masks through the search engine, and I got a lot of weird shit back. Okay, first, I'm told that these masks are handcrafted, handmade face masks, and who the fuck they are, no clue. All right, I looked up and down all over these masks, found nothing. I mean, what is going on here? Are these like just characters Kevin Spacey played? Are these all Russian oligarchs? Like, what the fuck? Why are they hanging? So disturbing. I mean, so some of these masks, honestly, they look like hilariously anti-Semitic. Okay, like their noses are huge for no reason. What the fuck is going on, man? What the fuck is going on? All right, why is there a dentist chair in the Epstein files? All right, yeah, it's not clearly labeled. No explanations. Yeah, this is what, from volume 1, data set 3, everybody? This is insane. No, this is insane. What is the FBI doing? What is the FBI doing? They're taking a picture like this? A dentist chair? And also, it's a dentist shelving unit, too. I visually searched the shelving unit, came back as a dentist desk. And I've gotten a lot of dental work done lately, and that is for sure a fucking dentist chair, and there is no explanation for this at all. Oh, what am I supposed to think? Yeah, he just has a dentist chair in his office, in the mansion, normal. Just a billionaire with a dentist chair. Nothing to see here. No, if you had $1 billion, wouldn't you have a dentist chair in your house? Wouldn't you? Seems obvious. Not weird at all. Don't look at the masks. Don't look at the masks. Nothing to figure out with the masks. Yeah, I mean, gotta feel bad for Jeffrey Epstein's dentist. Am I right? Right? These guys, they spend 16 years in school. You end up working for this motherfucker. Okay, I've heard a lot of dentists hate their job and hate their office, but I mean, look at this place. This is a fucking some kind of evil Western dental here. Now, okay, I'll mention this again. It's an important thing that we all need to put attention to. All right. And maybe, I was maybe talking to some comedian about this. Maybe this is like a bit I saw one time. Maybe I thought of it. I'm getting MK Ultra every day via my phone. My mind and memories are slowly just drifting away. But think about this. Dentists have the highest suicide rate of any profession, okay? Now, people's dental records are the number one way, when all else fails, to identify dead bodies, okay? And now, we have a dentist chair in the Epstein files. Let's all wrap our head around this one, guys. Wrap your head around the whole thing. Think about this. Are these dentists really killing themselves? What the fuck is this shit? I mean, it's an odd coincidence. It makes you think, all right, this is something to point at. Looking in the future, all right? Whenever the bodies start dropping, okay, just understand, they are able to operate at this level. Do secret dental procedures. I mean, I'm sure they're taking teeth out, implanting new ones. Like, it opens up a whole other world in terms of evidence, all right? Yeah, just because we can't match the dental records to somebody, you look at a fact like this and, I think it shades a lot of doubt on it. Casts a long shadow. We are in a lot of trouble. Now, look at, there's this picture. I want to show you another picture I have, this one is about the physical world, what they're actually able to do in terms of, real evidence to operate. But there's also this other angle for this whole saga. It's the spiritual. It's that other part that seems to be so powerful, and it's connected to aliens. It's connected to ancient religion. I mean, we want to talk about the temple again? Want to talk about the temple on Epstein's Island? Check out this room. Check out this room right now. This room disturbs me deeply. All right, look at it. It's a scary place, and it bugs me personally because I like the sky ceiling. It's the big beautiful blue sky. It's nice. It's a nice room when you look up, but then you start looking down and it gets real dark. Now, do you guys see these incredibly dark statues and objects? I mean, they're black. They're like upsettingly black. They're like blackety black. Blacker than black. They're like meteorite black. Okay? And the figures you look at, I mean, what are they? Seem like idols, honestly. They're watching above in the sky. They're on the ground. I zoomed in on a couple of them, and there's a few pictures of this room, and maybe there's specific people, perhaps Greek figures, recreations of famous statues, perhaps, but I look at some of them, and they're what I would call Nephilim, depictions of angels as children, and this is at Epstein's house, and that can't be good. That can't be good. I mean, you see that thing on the side? There's two of them. They're matching. They're like odd, dark globes. Please, somebody explain this art piece. These fucking big black balls. These big black balls in the room. Dude. I mean, we can get crazy about this one, all right? You can talk, I hear people, I get the videos of, people talking about the god of Saturn. They're Saturn worshipers in the black cube. They're all about the black cube. And, I don't know what's going on with this art specifically, but, there seems to be a connection. There seems to be a connection with this, And then you look at the horrible upholstery on those chairs. Hideous upholstery. And, I searched portions of that, and I guess it's an original piece. It's not like this guy bought it from IKEA, some Pier 1 import chair. No, it's his own upholstery. And it came back to me as as Leo, the lion, which is obviously a constellation, which is, connected to the Sphinx if you're into all that Graham Hancock shit. And, Mr. Joe Rogan, he had that guy who did the satellite imaging of beneath the pyramids. And I think this is connected to Epstein. I really believe that. And, I'm pointing all this out, again, because my mission is to connect Jeffrey Epstein to the interdimensional, practically omnipotent, ancient alien space gods. Okay? I believe Epstein was on a mission, okay, for some sort of fucking demon, all right? Maybe, Satan himself, who, runs the world, as the hot Charlie Kirk clip that you may have seen references. I mean, look, you look at this room, you look at the whole, lore of the occult we got going on, and there are a lot of oddities, a lot of coincidence, literal reference points. There's a lot here in these photos that can help you understand whatever philosophy Mr. Jeffrey was operating under, okay? I do not think that these things are just happenstance, all right? I mean, he's a billionaire. He's like one of the most thought out, brilliant motherfucking operators in the whole history of the world, okay? And, I need to do a lot more research. I'm going to keep looking at, see if there's a connection to these black statues, these black fucking balls. What is going on here with that? And, I'm going through this section of the room, and there's a few photos, not too many. Definitely no close-ups of the statues, which is bothersome. Hey, where did he get this thing? Maybe you can find somebody that he imported all these statues from, perhaps, FBI? No, and you look through the photos, and then there's some drawers that are open and empty. Okay, yeah, he has the pictures of the books, but then there's little shelving on the bottom, and they're open and empty. Yeah, I think there was stuff in there, actually, FBI. I think there was stuff in there that you ripped out, you took them out, and then you decided to take the photo. Yeah, guys, I don't know if you've realized, but everyone in the FBI needs to be fired and then possibly rehired after a nice little vetting. All right? a nice, a good bit of research on these guys. They all need to be shit canned immediately. Which brings us to our next clip. Brings us to the Candace section of the pod. We're going to go over that lady who got fired by TPUSA. Yeah, Candace Owens brought out a hot video from a seemingly dedicated employee getting the pink slip. All right, and the slip is pink because it's covered in Charlie's blood. So let's go ahead, watch the cringe. This shit, it's like a regular old TikTok. I'm sure you'll love it. Watch it.
At this point, the employee hits record on their phone because they don't understand what's happening, and thankfully they did. So you can now listen to the I guess not excuse. There's nothing really to listen to other than her not being able to get an answer and what she did wrong. And I'm making this very clear to you. I am not kidding. I promise you on everything. I had never in my life communicated. I mean, maybe I saw her in an event. I don't know. I shouldn't say never in my life. I maybe was backstage. I never spoke to this employee once, never anything at all. Period. Not one of my sources, nothing. So this can't be related to me. I don't think it's related to me, but let's take a listen anyways, because they're all convinced they're just paranoid and firing a bunch of people. Take a listen.
I mean, Frank, this is kind of wild.
I understand where you're coming from.
I know, and I know best to be here, and
yeah.
So,
yeah.
I mean, I'm not really content leaving for the day without further documentation, explanation, anything.
I understand, but it's time to go. We're just gonna say today's the last day, and that's what we're gonna operate from.
And there's nothing else y'all are going to offer me or plan to offer me.
No, I'll send you an email about off-boarding instructions, but essentially it outlines rates to teach it. So it sounds report, and then detailing the pay and sit out.
And you will receive your year-end bonus from your performance for the year. So that will be in that paycheck too.
Okay. So, I mean,
yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from.
No, and I know you're going to keep saying that. I understand.
Yeah.
Like, I know that.
No, I know.
And I know there's probably no magic string of words that I could piece together to procure some type of answer. But
yeah.
I think on a surface level, like, I'm not going to walk out of here until I say my piece. Like, I mean, y'all know this. I just worked a series of 80, 90-hour weeks plus for AmFest.
Yeah, I think
I've had no direction or explanation since we've come back. Our CEO has been assassinated. I've done nothing but bend over backwards for this organization, to the point where I'm wondering if this is a prank.
It's not a prank. I would never do that.
So I'm just trying to understand. And
no, I understand. It's time to.
So do I get to have a conversation with Dylan? Do I get to have a conversation with Justin or anybody? Or
nope.
No, and there's no explanation as to why I'm going to let go, despite.
Right now, we're leaving all.
And you're going to keep saying a different direction, but I'm trying to understand how I've met multiple times with my.
Well, we're going a different direction with the team, and I have to ask you to leave now.
You have to ask me to leave the property?
Yes.
Due to what, Frank?
Because we're asking you to leave because you've been terminated and we're not.
But there's no explanation or documentation for this. I've never had one bad review from Dylan. I've never had one issue with the company. I've never done anything unethical. And so I'm sitting here understanding why my entire livelihood is being completely tossed out. I mean, I sat in this chair.
You're gonna do great things.
No, and I
plan
to.
I don't think your livelihoods being tossed out. I think you're very successful.
Well, my paycheck every other week is being tossed out, Frank, with absolutely no warning whatsoever.
I understand. At this time, it's time for you to go.
It's time for me to go. Why? Like this is the treatment that Turning Point is offering now.
It's time to go.
Frank, this is crazy.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from.
I don't think you do. This feels very heartless. This feels without emotion.
I do understand where you're coming from.
This feels completely without emotion.
I understand where you're coming from, but at this time, I have to ask feedback to ask you.
Frank, I'm really not content doing that.
Okay.
Because I know that when I leave there, my credentials not going to get back in, and I'm never going to have the opportunity to speak with somebody at this company as to why I'm being terminated after never having my performance questioned, after never doing anything wrong, after working tirelessly through the death of Charlie. This is wild. And you can, that's completely unsatisfactory. And so I have to come home tonight with no plan, no understanding, asking for clarity multiple weeks in a row. And I'm confused. I sat in your office when that whole GC situation happened. And you said, and I quote, that if you don't get that job, I'm going to personally think that you got screwed over. And now I'm sitting here and I'm getting screwed over in a completely different capacity with no explanation.
Yep, I understand where you're coming from. But at this time,
So there's going to be absolutely no explanation as to why I'm terminated. So when I go to my next job, I can't explain as to why this chapter is closed.
We're going in a different direction.
That's not an explanation, Frank.
It's the explanation that we're providing now
Providing from who?
from the organization.
From who, though? Justin, from Dylan,
From the organization. I only speak for the organization. I don't.
So different direction means what? Losing people that bend their backwards for the organization, losing people that would be willing to do anything for the organization, losing people that haven't done anything wrong. Like,
I understand what you're saying, and we're taking on it, but right now it's time for you to go. And so I've taken the time to say your piece, and now it's time for you to go. So
like how? Okay. Well, this is.
All right, guys. Getting fired. I'm sure that's relatable to my audience. Yeah, I know. I've been there. No, I've been there. Yeah, getting the explanation. Most of the time, I don't need an explanation because I know why I'm getting fired. And, if they were to say or admit anything, we're going to court. Yeah. Guys, hey, firing someone is a legal nightmare, okay? And, I'm sure they would explain why, but let's not get caught up in the lawsuit. Yeah, not getting caught up in the lawsuit. Is that heartless? Yeah, what? Candace, everybody, they want to say that this is against Turning Point's values. Hey, I thought Turning Point was all about the free market. Mm-hmm. The free market. You know that thing that our dedicated CEO says all the time? Salute to you, madam, or dear CEO. Yeah, no, this is the free markets right now. The free market gets you to be able to tell people who love you and work for you to fuck off. Okay, yeah. Yeah, all these labor laws. It's hard to operate, all right? Yeah, I believe the labor laws, all they really do is entrench whatever fucking, halfway house labor camp we got going on in society, all right? The worker-boss relationship, it doesn't work. All right, I'm sorry, but that dynamic, it's not turning out well for any of us, okay? Look, I know Turning Point, they're all on the God Squad getting called to serve, and we're called to serve too, but I think that just means like favors, all right, and not to stake your whole fucking life, working for some company that, some dumb actress now runs. This dumb actress in charge of some $250 million perfect for the money laundering project. Okay. Hold on. What? I just got a cease and desist letter? I just got a cease and desist letter? What does it say? What does this thing say? What does this thing say? Stop being gay. All right. Yeah. Talk about the classism again, guys. I'm rose-colored classist. Here's my thought on all of it. Getting fired for somebody. Look, hey, you work for people to gain experience, to learn things, so you can eventually do your own shit, okay? Yeah, they're going in a different direction. It's probably hell, maybe jail, definitely to irrelevancy. And now, hey, you got the shot. It's time to go your own way, Fleetwood. Make your own thing. Start your own business. Learn a trade, a skill. Find people and make them your clients, okay? Everyone here working for somebody, here's a tip. Don't do that, all right? You should do deals, not pledge allegiance to some organization, okay? And I get it, man. I worked for In-N-Out Burger all the time, for a long time, all right? I spent a lot of my life at their fucking restaurants working for the man, and they're one of the good ones, okay? And just understand, I knew it wasn't going to last forever. All right, I worked a bunch of jobs. I worked at comedy clubs. My family does legal work. I learned things. That was the point. I gave them my life, sure, but I need, it was to learn skills, not so I could, stake my whole life on their existence and perfection. Yeah, it's all about the skills you learn, guys. I know this is a hard moment to get fired, but look what you learned, okay? It's important. And now it's time to do your own thing, lady. You're going to do great things, okay? And look at me, all right? Look at me. I'm growing my own business. It ain't easy, but at least I've escaped whatever shit dynamic this woman is living in, okay? Whatever shit dynamic that we have with the working relationship, living in some fucking, litigious penal colony, with the clockety in, clockety out, all right? There's more to talk about, but, I'll say it, man. Hey, if you're not smart enough or hardworking enough to start your own business, at the end of the day, you kind of get what you get. All right? Yeah, you need to find a benevolent overlord, a lot more benevolent person to work for, okay? Yeah, which is why I implore all the people out there to start their own business, all right? Maybe you are smart enough to do your own shit and be the boss you always wanted, all right? You get yourself out of this horrible dynamic where, you're treated like shit after working, and dedicating your life to something. You want to make some moral judgment about some company? Hey, it's not yours. This is the business. This is business. What do you expected? All right, and on that note, let's wrap this wound. Okay, let's bandage the bleeding. Get out of here with this podcast. I want to cover again the California governor's race. Yes, California. This place is important. All right, you live wherever you do, but this California, I don't know if you heard about it, but it's important. Okay, whatever the fuck we do here for some fucking reason is like super important shit. All right, and I believe in it. All right, I spent 3 hours on the beach in Malibu on Friday, okay? Whatever we got going on here, it's fucking worth it. All right, we got to defend it, understand it, see who's trying to run it. So please, let's meet this yokel. It's another candidate here to run the state, worship the Satanist oligarchical pedophiles, the SOPs. I tried to say that last week. I didn't get it out right. The SOPs, that's something I want to brand. You got POSs, you got SOBs, but what about the SOPs, the Satanist oligarchical PDFs, baby? So this guy, I'm sure he worships someone. You see that video too with the lady? She's getting fired, and above you just see this black ball. Odd coincidence. Let's see this ball. It's Steve Hilton, and this guy, he surprised me. So watch him.
It all started with freedom. My parents fled communism in Hungary. So I was born in England, a free country, but a country in rapid decline. My earliest political memory was Mrs. Thatcher, the first British leader in a generation with the courage to fight back for freedom. Our family didn't have money. My mom worked in a shoe store, my dad in construction. But like so many working class people, they just wanted a better life. My parents were so proud when I made it to Oxford University, and then when I got a job with the Conservative Party, working for Margaret Thatcher. She unleashed the spirit of enterprise in England. She inspired me. I started a business, even a couple of restaurants. That is a tough business. Later, I helped elect a Prime Minister, worked in 10 Downing Street. In 2012, we moved to America, to California, the ultimate expression of America, the home of freedom. Or it should be. I taught at Stanford University, started a company, wrote books, hosted a TV show. I lived the California dream. I raised my family here, made my life here, became an American. It was one of the proudest days of my life, but also a reminder of the madness, the masks, the lockdowns, the school closures. Look at these pictures, the chaos, the crime, the collapse of the California dream. This is not just any other state. California means to America what America means to the world. Let's make California the land of opportunity again. Great jobs, great homes, great kids. Let's make California an inspiration again. The very best of America. There's only one way to do that. We've got to end the one-party rule that got us into this mess. It's time to end the years of Democrat failure. It's time for a new future. That's why I'm running for governor. To make this beautiful state that we love so much truly golden again.
All right, who wants a British California governor, baby? Oh, blimey, we need to stop the fentanyl. Oh, it's the economy. We're the number 2 economy. Oh, it's AI. We got AI. Oh, it's all on fire. Oh, the state is on fire. Oh, biscuits and crumpets. Biscuits and crumpets more like avocado toast. Oh, I just love the weather here. The weather compared to London. Fucking Christ. This Hungarian with a British accent who moved to California as a rich adult wants to be in charge of this fucking place? What a joke. Hey, boyo, mate. I don't think you're going to win the immigrant vote with whatever fucking story you got going. I mean, maybe Asian people, but look, you're a fucking tourist. You're a dime a dozen, Mr. Hilton. Okay, you are the reason the houses are impossibly priced. Okay, yeah, you fucking morons from whatever shit weather, shit country you come from. You arrive in California just hoping to be happy, and so you move here, inflate the fucking housing prices to a bajillion. All right, and then what? Oh, you came here, you started a business. Oh, I started another finance tech company. Oh, I'm of extreme value. No, man, you're just fucking here for the joke. You're here for fun, all right? I do not want a British guy in charge of California, all right? We do not need this guy. We still need someone with a surfer accent to be governor first, okay? Maybe one that finally speaks a little bit of Spanish. Que lástima. Que lástima. Que lástima. What is this British guy doing? I mean, he just thinks this place is better because he comes from, the dreariest place on fucking earth. Christ. And does anyone here like how he was sucking on Thatcher's clit? Like the whole ad? Number one, who even remembers that bitch? Who even remembers her? All right. And two, who remembers what she did? Okay. And yeah, did anyone like it? Did anyone even like it? All I know about Thatcher is all the fucking jokes about how she's a shitheel. Fucking shit cunt. All right. Yeah. What do we need to do in California that Thatcher did? We need to have austerity. That's the only thing I can think of her. I think Thatcher. I think austerity. That's the only association we got. All right. Yeah. Try and say the word austerity to any Californian, and imagine they understand what that means. All right. This guy. Fucking with the polite cosmopolitan attitude, and he's a conservative? Is he Republican? I mean, what an even worse idea that would be. A British Republican? The last fucking British Republican I can think of is Benedict Arnold. All right? Where are the real ass people running for California governor? What is going on here? I'm looking at all these people. It's fucking career politicians, corrupt cops, moronic moms with anger issues, literally, central banking businessmen. And what, this fucking shit cunt Brit? What is going on here? I mean, obviously, he's part of, the evil elites. He worked for Margaret Thatcher. Jesus Christ. I mean, her and the Queen, those reptiles. I mean, what? His last name is Hilton? Any relation? What's going on with that? What is going on, man? He's out there, showing pictures of his family like that's even them. All right, yeah, those are the people that raised you, sure, but I imagine you're from some deep dark bloodline. Okay, yeah, they just raised you, no relation. Those people just had a gun to their head, while the powers that be slowly managed your life. Yeah, whatever's going on with this guy, I'm sure it's the same thing that's going on with Emmanuel Macron's upbringing. Whatever's going on with that, this guy is probably the offspring of his uncle and aunt, raised by their father, who's now their grandmother. I'm sure he's some Rothschild cutout, I bet. And the Rothschilds, I don't need to mention them again, do I? I just watched this new video of Dershowitz, that hot, beautiful lawyer. He's like that slippery motherfucker. Can't nail him down on anything. They're talking to him and they go, "How did you meet Epstein?" And it's like, "Well, I met them from Lord and Lady Rothschild." I don't think that one's gonna be good for the dialogue. Who is this Steve Hilton? He's from wherever the fuck, some refugee camp. I'm suspect. Don't believe it. Man, I do. I do feel pretty down about the whole situation. I need a little more positivity in my life. That's what I think. Okay, so that's the pod. Wait, hold on. I'm getting a phone call. This is KRG here to speak. Who is it?
Hello there, Mr. Gridley. This is Napoleon Hill. How are you?
Oh my, Napoleon Hill? I know you. You're that old self-help guy, aren't you?
Well, yes, I began the self-help movement, the positive thinking movement, how you can channel your positive thoughts into wealth and success.
Right. No, I know you. You wrote those books. The Laws of Success and Think and Grow Rich. I read those.
Right, I wrote Think and Grow Rich. That was my biggie. That's the one that put me in the mansion. And,
Right on.
it was great, let me tell you, because whatever the mind can conceive and believe, he can achieve. And you wouldn't believe how long it took me to get those words in order. First, I came up with whatever you can deceive and relieve, you can conceive. And that didn't sound right, but I kept working on it because I believed I could come up with a great motto.
Right, and you did, man. You're one of the most successful people ever. I know your story. You're hanging out with Andrew Carnegie. You hung out with all the robber barons and captains of industry.
Andrew Carnegie. What a great man. What a great man he was. One of the titans of industry back in that day. And he actually inspired me to be a thief, oddly enough, because later on I realized he spelled it Steel, S-T-E-E-L. I thought he meant steal, like thievery, which I wasn't really positive about.
Right. Well,
But I became positive about it later on.
Well, that's an interesting amount of words to be confused like that. Well, I mean, tell us your story, Napoleon Hill. I mean, you're an interesting guy. I think I know a little bit, but it'd be great to hear it from, the man himself.
Well, I grew up very, very poor. Our family, we had 11 children, very, very poor. And actually, I lived in Appalachia. We lived in a holler. And it was actually, yes, it was actually, really a holler log was what it was. And then a couple years later, my father found a couple days' work, and we moved into a beer barrel for a little while, and that wasn't too bad. And then actually my father got more work, and then in another couple of years we moved into an alley.
Right. What an improvement.
Behind a bar. My dad was quite a drinker, unfortunately, and then of course he found work a little later. Actually, both my parents, they joined the circus.
Really?
Believe it or not. Yes, my mother was a fat lady, not a very good one because she weighed about 120 pounds soaking wet.
Yeah, the malnutrition. I got you.
And I started thinking about it. I said to myself, being poor sucks, which is actually the first title I thought of for a book.
Yeah, respect to that. I agree.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh! If I remember your books right, you have this really powerful concept. It's called auto-suggestion.
Yes.
Whatever. Expand upon that.
Well, it's like perhaps you have a wish or a dream that you would like to achieve. Well, the first thing is you have to tell yourself, I can conceive it, I can believe it, and I can achieve it. Whatever it is, like, well, this morning I wanted to have a nice 3-egg omelet. And so I made myself an omelet because I believed I could do it.
Wow, sounds like a really simple trick.
It's a very simple concept. Just believe it and conceive it, and you can achieve it.
Real man with the slogan. So here's the question for you. I mean, if you know anything about me and my life, how should I act to become wildly successful? What should I be doing in my life right now?
Just keep believing. Keep conceiving and seeing it and believing what you see. It may not always be there, but then again, you have to believe that it will be there eventually if you keep believing.
Right on. You're all about the self-promotion, the self-achievement, positivity. How'd you get that?
Exactly.
How'd you
Exactly. It's that simple, sir.
I mean, I'm pretty lonely. I'm unmotivated right now. I don't feel like anyone, really likes me or wants me to, be rich and successful. How do I get over a thought like that?
Well, here's the thing. You can't let others dictate how your life will proceed. You must see your vision and see it clearly. And, well, that's all there is to it. You must see your vision and believe it, and you will eventually achieve it. I guarantee it.
Wow. Okay. I guess it's that simple. I mean, sometimes I get caught up with, this idea of, fiat currency and how it's destroying any chance of success. And, how can I think and grow rich when, my dollars and value is constantly being screwed with? Anything to say on that end?
Well, yes, money can be an illusion sometimes. But I think that once you see that Rolls Royce in the driveway, it's not an illusion anymore because you believed you could have it.
Is that it?
That's about it, really. I mean, I can't tell you much more about believing and conceiving and achieving that I haven't said many, many times before in many other books. I'm writing some new books. You know that, don't you?
Oh, yeah. What are you doing now? Tell me about it.
I'm trying to branch out a little bit. Like I just want to cover some other particular interests of people that they may have. Like my newest one for those who like sewing. It's called Think and Don't Drop a Stitch.
Okay.
And there's another one here I'm coming up with. It's another for people who are unaware of their surroundings called Think and Don't Fall in a Ditch. So you can see I've got many, many things in the fire here, and here's my favorite one so far. This is one for people who collect crap called Think and Keep Buying Stupid Kitsch.
Wow, it's part of a series. I really appreciate that. Keep it.
Yes, sir. I'm always thinking about how to get rich and achieve.
Wow. Okay, just before I get off the phone with you, I got to bring this up because, I did read your books. And you mentioned you mentioned that your kid was born without ears?
Yes, poor little guy.
He had no ears.
He had no ears, and let me tell you, when you look at a kid with no ears, well, sometimes you just have to chuckle, and thank God he can't hear you. But yes, he was. I tell you. Well, it made haircuts much easier, I gotta say.
Right.
Much, you didn't have to trim around the ear. You just zip it right down there, and he had a shaved head. So, little bald-headed child with no ears. Yes, he was. I can't remember his name. I had many, many children with over 5 wives. So you understand. God. Forgive me for not remembering his name. I tried to forget, actually.
Well, I believe you can fuck. You're a guy. You're a hero. All right, Napoleon. Before I get out of here, anything you got to say to me at the end?
Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, he can achieve. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Achieve.
All right. Right on. No, go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me on. I believe you'll go far.
Incredible. All right. Well, I really appreciate your time, and you're not over the hill.
You're a funny man, Mr. Gridley. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day.
Yeah, thanks, bud. Okay, sorry. Now that was the pod. I'm sure you enjoyed that phone call. If anyone has ever, tried the self-help, read this guy's books. Read him. He's a smart dude. Hung out with all the billionaires. You can be just like him. All right. Thank you very much. Like it, subscribe to it. Comment if you want. I'll respond back with anything. I'll say anything at this point. Just gotta get it going. Yeah, I don't blame myself for the status of this podcast. I blame the editor, and the editor is a split personality that I have. I do the editing. My physical body does, but I feel possessed by some spirit whenever I do it. And I do retakes. I do cut it up. I mean, I do this podcast alone in my studio apartment, reading some bits I wrote. All right, let me redo them. Let me get them right. I'm going to perform them on stage anyway. Speaking of, I have a date to plug. March 27th. Big show. Big taping. Going for the gold. Gonna, the show, the business, it's moving on me. Mount Moore Comedy. Our next show is 1:30. I'll be at the door, producing it. I won't be doing a set, but we got a lot of great guys. It's a great show with everybody you know. Gotta go. Go. January 30th, 8 p.m. And of course, listen to the podcast, follow my page, obsess about me. Make me your life. Yeah, I don't respect what's going on with the internet and marketing, so it is hard for me to get it right. There's a part of my personality that enjoys being a fuck up. I'm not sure what to do about that. But please, I'm recording this on Sunday. I got a lot of business to do. Again, I'm a processor. Feel free to email me at krgprocess@proton.me. I just put in my LLC again. So I'm sure it'll change the name. We'll be moving forward, getting legit in the business. There's a whole world out there. Podcasting, it's your duty as a citizen. It's your duty as a citizen to listen. Even do one yourself, okay? You're out there on the streets yesterday, but, trying to put yourself in a lot of danger. How do you reach more people, really? Think about it. Anyway, all right, that was it. Thank you so much. Go away. I'm gone. Bye-bye. Oh, bye-bye. Oh, no, I'm a podcaster. I'm a hacky British podcaster here to do it in California again. Here to do... I love Peaky Blinders. They're coming out with a movie soon. All right. What's going on here? What's going on? Am I done? It's 1:13 p.m. I'm going to finish editing this at 3. And I got to go out. Catch some fools. All right. Later.